Today we're gonna be today we're gonna be reading I Survived the Attacks of September 11th, 2001. If you guys don't know what that is, it's technically 9/11, where planes crashed into the Twin Towers in New York. So I've already read this. I even have a little bookmark here. It's a bookmark, but it still works. So let me see if I've read it. Okay. Lucas stayed very still, hoping Dad would stick around and talk. But Dad stood up. He leaned over and kissed Lucas on the forehead, and he was gone. Lucas' heart sank a little. There had been a time when Dad would have plopped himself down on Lucas' bed and announced his plan for their next adventure. Same nights back then, they'd wait for Mom to fall asleep so they could sneak down to the basement to work on the Seagrave. Dad and Lucas had been a team of two. But then came the warehouse fire. 2 years had passed since it happened, but the memories were still sharp. The doorbell ringing in the middle of the night, the chief and Uncle Benny standing in the doorway, still stinking of smoke. Mom's tears, and later the sight of Dad wrapped in bandages, his face white with pain. Lucas had always known that his dad's job was dangerous. Sometimes Dad would bring Lucas to the firehouse on his day off. Lucas would help with the chores, washing the truck, cooking lunch, checking the hoses, but what he loved most was sitting around the big round kitchen table, listening to the guys talk about the fires they'd fought. A bookmark? No, never mind. By the way, if you guys are liking this, make sure to subscribe. Treat me like tea. Okay, let's keep reading because you guys apparently want to read this game. Not very much, but we'll do it anyway. We read from page 15 to 17. To Lucas, they were superheroes. They ran into buildings filled with blazing orange flames and choking black smoke. They used metal spears to smash windows, rip out walls, and bash through doors. They carried people down oven-hot stairwells and dangled from ropes. Hundreds of feet in the air, the fires they tamed were more evil and furious than any video game villain or any movie monster. But it wasn't until the warehouse fire that Lucas understood what a fire could do to a real man like his dad. Dad had never talked about what happened to him inside that warehouse, but Lucas knew was that 4 firemen died and Dad was badly burned in an explosion. Even after all this time, the scars on Dad's arms were bright red and lumpy like raw hamburger. But the burns weren't the worst of what that fire did to Dad. It took away his easy smile and booming laugh. It turned him quiet. Some days Dad barely talked at all. He'd get this look in his eyes, like his mind was somewhere else, probably sifting through the ashes in that warehouse. Page 17. This is gonna be the end of this video. Lucas stopped asking when they'd get back to that model of the Seagrave, which was half finished and covered with dust in the basement. And when the memories of that night came back, or he started worrying that Dad would never be himself again, he'd close his eyes and imagine himself on the football field, surrounded by the guys, their voices calling out his name as he made one of his famous catches. Well, that's all we're going to be reading today. Let me just put this bookmark on. And like and subscribe if you like my content. Actually, I have something to announce. I actually have a father and a mom and a sister. I have a whole family with me. And I'm gonna be a Therian, I think it's pronounced, but see you later.